everyone, happy Friday. It's been a long time since I went live. Um, I hope everyone's doing okay so far. Before I get started with today's session, just a quick reminder that today is the deadline for signing up to jumpstart your VA career. It's a 2-hour beta workshop that we're going to hold on Saturday next week, December 4, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. That includes half an hour of Q&As, so you get to pick my brain. We're also going to have a specialist. She's a course specialist. She's Russian and she's coming to the beta workshop. Hi! I saw someone. I have a pair of eyeballs here. Thanks for joining. So her name is Yulia. She's my classmate from an international course, and her specialization is getting feedback from participants to help the course creators improve their course content. The workshop that I'm offering on Saturday next week is a beta workshop. So the reason why I'm offering it so cheap is because I would need your feedback on what would make it the best workshop, what would make it a course that gives you everything that you're expecting in that kind of course. So I want it to be like a super winner, full value course that you can take. That's why Yulia is going to be there. She's currently, I think, in Singapore. She's been a course design instructor for a long time, and she was kind enough to join me during the last half hour of our time together on Saturday next week, to facilitate the feedback from all the participants. So I hope you'll be there. I mean, it's going to be, hi Carms, I can see Carms. So I'm not an expert in getting feedback. She's an expert in that. So I'm just very thankful that she's happy to help me. Okay. And then okay, so today I thought I'd talk to you about whether do you always need to submit a resume when you're trying to work with someone. So as a virtual assistant, as I've mentioned before, there are two ways that you can work as a virtual assistant. One is as an employee. Okay, you're full-time. They provide your equipment, and most of the time they provide your equipment, and then if you travel to their site, they will provide you with a letter of employment. They will sponsor your trips and things like that. So that's one thing, and I'm part of that right now. Regal Mushrooms is like my employer right now, and so they do those things for me. The other approach is if you're purely a project-based VA. So if you're purely project-based, what you need to submit instead of a resume, it's more helpful if you submit your portfolio and really work on your cover letter, because it's better for a client seeking a project-based consultant or specialist or VA for them to see the work that you've done, the record of the work that you've done. If you want to show like a complete history, chronological order, then you have to fix your LinkedIn. Make sure that your LinkedIn is updated. It will show what projects you've worked on, the clients you've worked with, so those things. So the first thing, okay, just to recap, if you want to be more of an employee, okay, employee VA, then you have to prepare your resume. Okay, that's a must. Like if you apply as an employee VA and you don't provide a resume, it's like you're not really into it. Okay, so it's a requirement, it's a basic. So you have your resume and you have to make good with your cover letter. It would help if you also have a LinkedIn profile. Okay, so those are the three things. You can also attach a portfolio, but usually in your resume, that's where you highlight your achievements in your previous work, whether it's a VA work or a traditional kind of work. A resume is where you highlight those things, and that's why you customize it, because you want it to be aligned to the role that you're applying for. Okay, that's the employee side. If you want to be hired full-time, like 40 hours a week, 38 hours a week or more. All right. And most of the time, if you're an employee VA, your roles are going to be varied. You can be someone attending to the email. You can be like a personal assistant or an executive assistant. You can be working on projects. You can be updating websites. So they can assign so many things to you if you're an employee. The advantage of that is you have like you have secured billing hours for yourself. Even if you're paid hourly or a fixed price per month, you know that you have a steady source of income. Okay, that's the advantage of that. And then at the same time, they may provide you with your gadgets, a phone, a computer, and then they can support your hi V. Oh, I hope so. And then an employee could also support your training. They will pay for your training. And I don't know of some offer bonuses. Okay, I've received bonuses, but I don't. It's an option. Okay, and then you will learn a lot of skills if you're an employee, because you'll just be learning new things. You'll be assigned different tasks. Okay, that's the employee side. The other side is if you're a consultant. So the work that you engage with are project based. So the advantage of this is it's focused on one skill that you're going to use for a certain project. So it can be that your skill will be like V, for example, social media management. That's the only thing that she has to do. Her client cannot ask her to monitor the emails or answer customer inquiries over the phone. Okay, the advantage of that is V will just utilize one skill: her creativity, scheduling, Canva, brainstorming ideas, content management. And actually, social media management in itself can even be subcategorized further. So when you say social media marketing, you can just be focused on coming up with content, like strategizing content. Like you're going to list down, okay, these are the topics that we're going to release on our Facebook or on Instagram, depending on the season or the events, the occasions, or how we want to nurture our clients. She'll just come up with ideas. Okay, another VA could be the one creating the graphics for that, or writing the copy. Copy means the text, so that it's when the reader reads the text, it's something that they relate to, and hopefully they will be converted into whatever the goal of that post is, whether it is for them to subscribe to a newsletter or for them to buy something or to book a webinar, a free webinar, whatever it is. So a copywriter, a social media person can just be in charge of writing copy or creating graphics. Or a social media person can only be in charge of uploading and scheduling the content. Someone else already wrote the copy, someone else already has the images. The scheduler's job is just to grab these things from a media library and then upload it on a platform like Facebook. It's like just copy paste or upload and download and things like that. That's the only job. So it's very project based. Okay, just note, if you're an employee VA, you can also be asked to do social media. So that's what I'm talking about earlier. So anyway, if you're just a consultant, if you're just going to be project based, you get to just use a certain skill. You can just focus on one skill. You don't have to learn so many things unless you want to. You can just focus on social media marketing and learn everything around it: inbound marketing, social media marketing, Facebook marketing, and all of those things. The other upside of this is you don't have to clock in a minimum number of hours per week. Okay, as long as you get the job done, you get paid. Okay, and usually if you're a project-based VA, you can say, pay me upfront. I won't do any work if you don't pay me first. But if you're an employee VA, usually you will send them an invoice and then they will pay you at the end of the month or at the end of every 2 weeks. So it depends on how you want it to be arranged. Okay, now there's also a hybrid. You can be a an employee VA, but if they ask you to do things outside of your job description as an employee VA, then you can charge extra for that skill. Like if you have the talent to write copy and you're writing copy for their website or their emails, then you can charge a different rate for that, and they pay you per hour or per project. Okay, so the reason why I'm explaining this to you is because I'm saying you don't always need to submit a resume when you are trying to work with a client. If you're applying, if you're using Upwork, for example, the tendency for Upwork is for the clients there to treat the freelancers as their employees. Okay, but it's up to you on how you can manipulate it. Me personally, the applications that I've been submitting so far and have good results, positive results, is I haven't submitted a resume because the role is project-based. Okay, so either I'm just going to manage their projects for them. I don't need to submit a resume, and they didn't look for one, and I got interviewed and I got the project. Okay, so I'm sharing this with you because it's going to help you save your time, and also for you to determine what kind of role you want. Do you want to be an employee VA, or do you want to be a project-based VA? Okay, because if you're going to be if you want to be an employee VA, then you definitely have to work on your resume. Otherwise, if you want to be a project-based VA, a project VA or a consultant, then you have to work on your portfolio. Yeah, but in both instances, definitely customize your cover letter, invest time in your cover letter, and your LinkedIn. Whether you're a consultant or an employee, it's always good to have your LinkedIn profile up to date. Okay, so I hope you found that helpful, guys. I'm very happy with how you're helping each other in our group, and my vision for our community is for it to be a source of inspiration and also a source of like support for aspiring VAs and current VAs, and that's happening now, which is great progress. Please keep it up. Let's help each other, and yeah, we're an international community now. We're not just Filipinos here. We have members from Africa, we have members from India. I think we also have someone from the US. So let's keep the positive vibe in our community going. If you have any questions, please just post them here on our group, because you'll never know if someone already has the expertise for that. Take for example Nilanjana. I worked with her at F1 F9 before, and she's now I think a beginner VA. She already has a client. And then Regina has been getting trainings and certifications on Google Analytics. And when Nilanjana posted a question about relevant to that, Regina was able to chip in and help, which is, she's able to help a fellow VA. It's like we're uplifting each other, and so that's huge. I mean, Regina doesn't know Nilanjana, but they were able to help each other. So yeah, social media marketing is love, B said, because she's loving it, because she's a creative, she's full of ideas. That's V's nature. She loves generating ideas, and when you give her a task, it's like her brain won't stop thinking of ideas. That's why she loves social media marketing so much. Hi Jarlene, good evening. So far we have, I think, Regina, Arbas, and then let me just check. We have, okay, we have Regina, the two Reginas in our team, and then we have Cameron, who have booked for the workshop. So if you still want to join, please do so. Again, it's a beta workshop. It doesn't mean it's a half-baked workshop. No, I'm pouring everything that I know in it. But the reason why I'm calling it a beta workshop is because I'm new at this. It's my first time to deliver a workshop, so I'd really love to get your input. The topics that I put in there have already been reviewed by Yulia, the Russian instruction design specialist. She's reviewed it and she said, yeah, this is perfect. Your students will definitely get value from this. But she's not my ideal client. You're my ideal client, so I'd love to know your inputs. She will just be there to help me get feedback from you in case I'm too shy to ask, or you know, she has the right words to prompt you to give your honest feedback on how I can improve the course. So hi Deo, I can see you watching. So that's that. I'm looking forward to those who are joining the workshop next week. What's going to happen is we're going to be together for 1.5 hours for my content, and then we'll spend 30 minutes for your Q&A, but then it can be longer depending on if you want to give me, you know, if you want to ask more questions. And then after the course, I'll be giving you access to all the tech tutorials that are outlined in the sign up page. You have Calendly, Trello, all the basics that you will need, whether you're an employee VA or a consultant VA. Alrighty, so thank you so much for watching. For those who were able to join me for a few minutes here, I hope you all have a great weekend. If you have any questions, guys, please post it here, whether it's specifically for VA or consultancy or, you know, anything. We're a community here. It's like a family. So I hope you're all enjoying the relaxed COVID restrictions. My family and I have been going to the UP more than twice a week now. So my baby gets to go outdoors, which is really good. So I hope you're all good. Please stay safe. Let's still maintain social distancing so that we can fight this pandemic, and hopefully by next year we can all get together. I'm hoping that I can visit you guys. We can have lunch or something here in Manila, and then another one in Davao, another one in Cebu. So I'm holding on to that vision. So I hope we can make that a reality next year. As a fantastic part of this community, I'd really love to meet you guys. Okay, so I'm signing off. Thank you so much. I'll see you again next week. Bye.